I used to be a venture capitalist, and I had to fundraise from pension funds. And I know that you were the leader, and I kind of follow these things and the whole movement of taking some of the states and saying, I'm not going to give my money to people that want to do ESG.
Yes,
And
yeah.
was I right? Was I right that you were the leader? I think you were the first one, correct?
You are correct. I was
Okay.
the first elected official actually in the country to divest our tax dollars from BlackRock, and we did a lot of other things around anti-ESG. One was, or specifically talk about a complicated issue around proxy voting. We created a new law around that. I'm sure you're familiar with that one. And we created the restricted financial institution list, which essentially said if you're going to boycott the fossil fuel industries, you are not going to be eligible to bid on financial services contracts with the state of West Virginia moving forward because there was a conflict of interest there. If you were actively trying to diminish the funds that were created by fossil fuels, at the same time managing those dollars that we have procured through coal, gas, and oil, well, there's a conflict of interest there. And so, look, they can continue to do that if they want, but they weren't going to do business with us because of that inherent conflict of interest. Certainly, those companies have a First Amendment right to expressive activity that's been defined by the United States Supreme Court. But we're also a free market participant, so we were able to go out and exercise that and stipulate and proviso how we would like to contract going forward.
With regards to the organization and obviously the thousands and thousands of people that are involved with the organization, so do you actually will you have a service or services, or are you talking to the young people and bringing them into the church, or what exactly
Yeah,
the
yeah. No,
TPUSA mean?
that's a great question. And so it's a lot of times people assume that because I'm part of TPUSA, that it is that our focus is on young people. And I would say that within Turning Point as a whole, that certainly is a major priority, and has been the focus for really since its inception, was this younger generation. What we are within the faith division, our predominant focus is pastors. So I have a team of about 40 staff members around the country, and growing. And they call upon pastors. And so they build relationship with church leaders. They help equip them. They get them to pastor summits. We train them. We build into them. If they are having a bad day, we say, call us. If they need help with something, we say, call us. If they're stuck and they can't figure out how to grow their church, give us a call. If you're fighting, some sort of ideological threat at your school board, if there's other things that are going on, give us a call. We want to help walk with you through the challenges that you're facing as a pastor, to help equip you in these areas. And we want to unite you with other pastors and believers in your region, that can help, support you in some capacity. And so that trickles down obviously to the younger generation. But my team
Yeah.
within our division of TPUSA Faith is very focused on the church. So we don't hold church services per se ourselves. I mean, we certainly put on events that we have worship and teaching at, with for pastor summits and conferences. We're looking at some events and maybe some tours for 2026 as we really continue this momentum. I would love to see our team go around the country and be able to encourage people and fill up some bigger spaces around the country to do that.